I have a young man in my ministry who just got his heart broken. Cute as a button, fine as wine. I'm older, so I get to look at him objectively. And so gifted. I mean, when he plays, it's like David on a harp. But somebody broke his heart, and that's all he could hear. All the other voices were silenced when the voice of rejection took over. And so he said to me, how do you get self-esteem? Anybody got that question? So totally unaware of himself and his giftings because of one thing. And I have to admit, I get lots of letters saying, oh, Miss Hammond, your book changed my life. But it's the one that said you wasn't saying nothing. That's the one I remember. 1,000 voices can say yes, and one can say no and completely flatten you. Psalms 81. There's a beautiful little scripture there in the Message version. It says, I hear this most gentle whisper from one I never guessed would speak to me. Another translation says, an unknown voice. But what it suggests to me is that God is always speaking to us. And sometimes we think, who am I that you would regard me to say one thing? And he says, I took the world off your shoulders. How liberating is that? And I freed you from a life of hard labor. You called to me in your pain, and I got you out of a bad place. Whose voice are we listening to?